The CMH Group, not just your local dealership, but the motoring team dedicated to your vehicle needs. Whether you are looking to buy a new or used car online or in one of our many dealerships, our trained staff will be there to guide you. With our state-of-the-art service centers, products and parts, we guarantee peace of mind. The CMH Group isn't just the first choice, we are the only choice. Visit your local CMH Group dealers today.
That brings us to the much anticipated quintet, ladies and gentlemen. A team versus team battle with bragging rights on the line. The captains are coming off their fight of the night performance at Winner Takes All 1 and have both had free reign to select whatever team they like. First, out in the red corner, the treaded trance filthy wrist lockers. Please welcome Aiden Griffith, Daniel Sussman, Michael Block, Christian Kamp, and Captain Dylan Carrera Miguel. Their opponents in the blue corner, please welcome the NWE Muney team, made up of Connor Bethan, Jason Durant, Dino the Kid, Tal Bagai, and Captain Jamie Gemmell.
All right, here we go. This is the fan favorite part of the quintet 5-on-5. We've got the team names, the team lineups, the weights.
Who do we have first?
First up, we've got Aiden Griffith versus Jason Durant. Two young guns here. Blue belt Aiden Griffith, obviously a family member of the now famous Luke Griffith. Again, Jason Durant, who you'll remember put on a massive performance here, which helped his team PESFA win the first quintet.
And we're off. Let's see. What is the weight discrepancy, Al?
No, well, you've got Aiden at 92 and Jason Durant at 85.6 kilos. So,
okay, so
reasonably similar in weight. And a good look for us. This is Aiden Griffith and Jason Durant, both guys that we looking at setting up for super fights down the line. Both gamers, youngsters,
both super talents,
and that's Jason Durant's MO of late is jumping things like that, jumping arm bars, triangles, and this is a great matchup. In fact, this is a matchup we had in mind down the line, so I'm glad we're getting to see this here today.
Jason's the guy who not won it for the PESFA, but
yeah, he set it up. He held off Liam Cleland as a white belt, held off Liam Cleland, which was obviously. It was obviously a momentous moment and really gave his team the momentum to go on and win.
Yeah.
This is obviously NWE team, the Muney team, not to be confused with Floyd Mayweather's the Muney team. Versus Treaded Trance, Filthy Wristlockers.
So for those not in the know, Jamie Gemmell goes by J Money.
Yeah.
And
Dylan Carrera Miguel tried to wristlock Jamie Gemmell in the previous outing, and that's how they came to the name of the Filthy Wristlockers.
I did not know that. That is a great name. For those that don't know, wristlocking is considered like a dirty move to do.
Rules, really. We're honest.
It's how you lose friends in jiu-jitsu.
I'm just stealing one of Kirk Bloomer's chips here next to me. He's on mine. But yeah, interesting position. Aiden very physically strong, both guys really. Aiden trying to affect the pass here.
It's a little bit dangerous for Aiden, sticking his head there. Jason, it's not deep, but the potential for something being on enough to make him have to use his hands to break out.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And just a bit of background on how these guys wanted to pick their sides. They both consulted with each other and came to the conclusion they wanted to put a bit of young up-and-coming guys with a bit of experience as much as they could. We've obviously got Jason Durant and Connor from Henzo Gracie in the Muney team. And then Aiden Griffith, the young gun on the other side that we're happy with. We want to see these guys as well as Daniel Sussman, who's relatively known in the jiu-jitsu circles, but obviously this is going to be his moment to show what he's all about. So nice commitment from both guys, obviously very friendly, just trying to put on a good display of jiu-jitsu here.
So just to cut in, Jason, okay, it's over now, but Jason had
In
a
good triangle position.
Yeah, great triangle position. He went from the Kimura to the triangle. Funny story, I went to Mouse just to say hi and like congratulate her after the fight. She's like, because we have a little in-house tournament happening tomorrow morning. She's like, I'm coming. I don't care who I'm fighting. I'm like, you are the scariest human being I know.
Yeah, super competitive. And big moment here for Jason.
Yep.
4 minutes to work.
Aiden's doing a pretty good job of maintaining his posture, creating space.
Sure.
It looks like it's about to break out. Veins in his arms are popping from creating those frames.
This is like Jason Durant's MO. He's climbing up high on things, jumping up on things, and there we go, Aiden Griffith out. Now he's got an opportunity to turn it around. He's got one bottom leg to clear now. We were saying, I think Aiden Griffith is a cousin of Luke Griffith.
Cousins.
I mean, these are guys that grew up on the mat. Uncle is a black belt. There would have been.
Dad's a black belt as well.
Dad's a black belt. So these are the guys that have been growing up, living the jiu-jitsu life. Again, a very tight battle here between these two youngsters. Oh, great pass there by Aiden Griffith.
Smooth passing.
Great pass. And now he's got a chance to really turn it around. Switch the hips. I spent quite a bit of time drilling. He's a very good training partner, Aiden Griffith. Very strong guy, very technical. And he's more than comfortable here in side control. But again, Jason Durant doing really well these are pretty big guys inverting on each other.
So, I mean, that's what I was going to say as well. Remember, there are only, in theory, blue belts.
Correct.
Like, look at the games that they've developed
Sure.
at a young age as blue belts and at that size.
Aiden managing to clear the triangle threat and straight into an armbar now from Jason Durant. But he's going to be out. Nicely out. Kind of powered out of that one, really.
He's maintaining pretty good control. He just needs to clear those frames, those legs. I wonder if he's setting up a leg lock yet. He looked at it. He thought about it.
2 minutes 20 now. Obviously, if it goes the distance, both guys are knocked out, and the next two teammates into the fold in the quintet setup. So nothing too conclusive if it's a draw here between these two guys.
Oh, Aiden jumping on that guillotine.
Now he's got to come up.
Losing control, but at least getting the north-south position of control.
And dropping those hips heavy there now. He's trying to isolate that left arm. Yeah. Great dexterity from Jason. He seems to be happy on his back and find a way to invert and start affecting his game. Yeah, Aiden looking for that cradle position, but he's allowed a leg back in there for Jason to regard.
Aiden's hip movements really like on point at the moment.
I mean, at this point, both teams are kind of accepting there could be a draw here, but if one of them can pull off, and as you say that, Aiden's working on that Kimura on the far side.
There's no point in trying to draw at that time at this point of the
might
fight
as well go
because
for it, sure.
they're either both out or one of them. So might as well go for that Kimura. Go 100% for that last minute. You got literally nothing to lose.
Aiden trying to look for that. Now he's got running out of time to really get the submission, but he's in a great position here to get a last minute win for his team here. He's given up. Lost it. Now both guys really trying to pick it up. Try to get one for their team.
Jason looking for that triangle again. 30 seconds left. Nail biting stuff here.
Submission in the last seconds here could really set things up nicely for your team. Oh, Aiden working on a last attempt at the guillotine. Lets it go.
10 seconds left. I think
Great
Aiden's
for
going for that.
instructions. And he's followed through.
Times.
Great
Both guys
matchup by
out.
those two guys. Great fight between the two guys, yeah.
I know there was a rule that someone proposed where instead of it's a draw and they're both out, they go to OB overtime.
Nah. Draw.
No hand raising.
Yeah.
Just an
Well
anticlimactic.
thought out there, Bobby. Thank you.
Just an
Yeah,
anticlimactic.
yeah.
Oh, it's
Bobby
done.
has decided that it's a non-worthy hand-lifting draw.
So now we got Daniel Sussman.
And Connor Benton from Henzo Gracie's. Weights just made it.
Connor, I know, had a great performance recently at the AJP in Joburg.
Sure.
I think winning his division. Sorry. Connor aggressive on the triangle, but Sussman doing a good job of escaping and now starting to wrestle. Anyway, some great inversing by Connor there. Connor's got a great use of control, you know, controlling the arm, controlling the posture.
Daniel Sussman also looks like in two minds about how he wants to commit after seeing the triangle attempt there from Connor, which is Tigger. He would like it to know that it's Tigger, as in Winnie the Pooh's Tigger, not Tiger. That was something we had to clear up when making these shirts. Now Connor working on that Kimura.
You hear the Tigger shouts coming out. Great reversal from Connor.
Connor and again onto that Kimura again. Almost had a windscreen wipe, but very close to sinking that in there. And it's been all out attack from Connor. Oh, trying to come out the back is Daniel Sussman. Almost there.
Ooh, careful sticking out those arms.
Ooh. Oh.
Connor tap.
Oh.
Sussman escaping.
Great work there.
What is the weight difference here, by the way?
9 kilos. On the verge of a 4-minute round.
Connor doing a great job of not that being an issue.
Yeah, and he's really showcasing his skills, which is awesome. And he's one of the guys that they really wanted to show. And he's taken the opportunity and he's really showed his skill set, which is very impressive. Halfway mark approaching now. You've got to feel now Daniel Sussman's got to find an opportunity to find a way back into this fight, because he's been spending a lot of time defending. So
yeah, he's really got
to try and get something off now.
He's been on the back foot the whole time.
And again, you've got one draw in the first fight.
Connor's just incredibly impressed by Connor's distance management the whole time. There's always an ankle threat. Whenever he grips the arms, there's always double control or a head posture control.
And I think that's the right play by Daniel Sussman there. He looks to be physically a bit stronger. Like, make him feel that, put the pressure on him, get hands on him, make him feel the physicality. And he's a youngster, see how he deals with it. That's a good approach there and a good adjustment there by Daniel. But still, he's very hesitant to engage, it seems, Connor seems to have the confidence to throw things up and try different things.
Yeah.
Oh, and now into the back. Oh. Great triangle there by Daniel Sussman.
Creative work from Daniel to get the back.
Straight into the body triangle there. Well done by Connor. He's on to the right side to try and break that triangle, but he's got deep problems here. He's in deep trouble. Sussman, but he's doing well. Defense is holding up. 3.5 minutes though. It's a long time in this position.
He's doing great, but
good head transfer there from Daniel Sussman. But yeah, again, great defense by Connor. I'm massively impressed by his knowledge and ability and skills.
How long has he been grappling for?
I don't imagine it's a massive amount of time, but he's one of those youngsters, so information just comes in easy into the mount position, and Bobby's going to reset them in the middle. Just under 3 minutes left to work here, and it's starting to get a bit interesting now. And now we're going to see if Daniel's physicality can really start to pay off. You know, he's found himself into some better positions now, and now the threat of the guard attacks is gone in the mount position, and let's see what he can do. Connor staying nice and tight defensively. He doesn't want to give up anything. I think he's realized the physicality, and one loose arm is going to spell trouble for him.
Yeah, he had that great distance control, but now he's lost that. Daniel's on top. He's got that inside position where the physicality is going to make a big difference.
Sure.
But Connor doing a great
finds
job.
A way out and straight back onto the attack.
Yeah.
Man, I gotta say, Connor's jiu-jitsu is immensely slick.
We've got 1:35. There's a good chance that we're going to go to another draw. Who's next in the lineup for each team?
Up next will be Michael Block versus Tal Bugai, which is going to be...
Dan's got a bit of a guillotine attempt there. Opting to flatten Connor out instead. But he's got a really tight chin strap.
Yeah,
he needs to close that.
Very tight chin strap.
He lost the connection.
And now, again, Daniel Sussman's going to really put that physical pressure, crossface, making it uncomfortable as possible.
The pressure's all on him to do something.
Sure.
Armbar attempt.
He's got it.
Connor getting the armbar. Sussman getting out.
Whoa. That was intense.
That was amazing.
It seems like the NWE corner thought there was a tap there. It certainly looked like Bobby had gone in, but I didn't see a tap. But
it might have been a case of Bobby trying to step in.
Yeah,
so
as fast as possible, yeah. That must have been super, super close to a tap. And again, I mean, you've got to think it's a pretty good win for Connor here, even just knocking one guy out. And dives on a leg again.
I mean, he's doing such an incredible job. You know, he's 9 kilos down. He's controlling most of the distance. Last ditch effort from Daniel Sussman. Look for that guillotine. He's got 3 seconds to get it on. Time, we're going to draw.
Massive performance there. Very impressed by young Connor Bentian there. Young Tigger. No, it's Michael Block.
Incredible one. So we're going for
Tal
Bugai now, who was on the CIT team in the first.
You'll remember Tal Bugai
Sub-Kings
from the first Quintet
team.
And Michael Block, fully hydrated at 86 kilos.
Michael Block opting straight for the guard pull. Pendulum sweep attempt / potential coming over the back. A la Johan Oosthuizen.
Oh, onto a toe hold there from Tal Bugai. Straight onto a
something's on.
Hard toe hold.
Ooh. Talbot guy with a deep toe hold, but he doesn't have control of the leg, so it's not
And
actually
he's out, and he gives up the mount.
Michael Block staying cool in the moment, getting that mount.
Oh, good work to get that arm up. And again, obviously, Talbot guy from the old school Mark Robinson, very submission, grappling based.
Yeah.
Justin Fair would like us to tell you that Mark Robinson, South African, was the very first South African in the UFC.
And the first South African to win ADCC.
Correct.
Shout out to Penny Thomas.
And Michael Block found himself in a good position in the mount. He's got an arm isolated. He's trying to really take his time to work things in. Michael Block really working hard on isolating that arm.
It's an interesting tactic from Michael, because from what we've seen from him in the past is much more leg lock orientated.
Sure.
Kind of game.
But perhaps because he was dragged into that sort of game. But he seems comfortable. Yeah, like he said, he feels happy at 86 kilos and he's strong and heavy and physically looks the part.
Oh,
okay, he's coming out. Okay,
interesting. That's an interesting place.
Strange position to reset, but I think Tal is on his way out there.
Health and safety.
It's a bit of a tough reset here, but.
Ref Bobby starting them again. Tal's got an arm and a half in there, so he shouldn't be at too much risk of being choked. Michael has to find a way to get that left arm free, or out of the triangle, in order to finish it. But he could switch to an armbar.
Nah, Michael really trying to turn the angle now.
Tal doing a good job of hiding his limbs.
Sure, stacking, hiding, stacking, hiding.
Sounds like a game, like a nice board game you play
stacking and hiding
instead of snakes and ladders.
And it looks a little bit deeper now, but
I think if
Tal's still got that left arm in.
If Michael switches the armbar, he should be able to get it.
It looks like he's going to try to come up onto the mount position there.
But the problem with that armbar is you are potentially giving up position. Michael back on top.
Very well done. And it seemed like Tal almost conceded the bottom position there and just let Michael come up on it.
Oh, rather that than get submitted, right?
Sure. And it seems again you've got a situation where Michael blocks all out attack and Tal's trying to find a way out so he can start affecting his own offense. Michael blocks staying. Oh, good hip bumps there.
So Michael's trying to. He's trying to walk one of the arms up so he can work an arm triangle or mounted triangle or take the back or something along those lines. But every time he does, Tal's pretty good at, hip thrusting. However, the more that goes on, surely the more tired Tal's going to get.
Sure.
It's not like an MMA fight where he's getting punched in the face, but like using your whole body to move someone the whole time, and it's got to be pretty frustrating.
And he's out.
But there, he made it out. Michael immediately pulling guard.
Oh.
Tal
heavy on the leg.
The straight ankle lock. Michael needs to clear that leg that's in the reap.
Oh no,
Michael attacking his own leg. His own leg lock. Michael going for the heel hook against Tal's straight ankle lock. Problem is, Michael can't get his There we go. He needs to get that connection. He needs to control that knee line before he attacks. It's tricky though because, you know, you're attacking but getting attacked at the same time. Tal.
Oh, he gets attacked.
Tal getting the leg lock. Straight belly down, straight ankle. Ashigarami.
Tal's signaling to his corner. Is that enough? He wants a replacement.
Great match. Great back and forth match.
Yeah.
You know. Tal looks tired, and as you said, he seems to be asking for someone to replace him.
Yeah, he's
instead of
just some insight coming from his family behind us. He's just had a full Shabbos dinner before arriving here, so maybe catching up with him a little bit.
That's some heavy food. He gets what, 1 minute
90
now?
seconds,
90 seconds to rest until he has to fight Chris Stenkamp. The team just trying to rub out his arms, work out some of the lactic acid so he can get some of his grip strength back. Chris Stenkamp's, you know, it looks like he's ready to go. We've seen a lot of both of these guys in previous events. You know, both really good, really great competitors, technical. Chris winning his fight in overtime recently. Tal, you know, competing on Team CIT in the first event. Okay, time is up. We're gonna go. It's an 8-minute match. And I'm sure Chris is going to go and push the pace now, because that would be the smart tactic, as he wants to be fresh, and Tal's pretty tired from that previous match. There's a 5 kilo difference with Tal on the advantage, not including the Shabbos dinner. Full Shabbos dinner. That's like a full chicken, a whole challah, 3 bowls of soup and kleidlach. It's a good 5 kilos of food. Maybe a glass of Shabbos wine. You know. Oh, Chris with the power double attempt, but a great sprawl from Tal. Chris jumping on that Kimura again. We saw him attempt this quite a few times against Cameron.
Now you've got a full-bellied Tal with a bit of fatigue. Nice and fresh. Chris Stenkamp. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice,
he shot a big double and he got sprawled on hard.
Nice time for Tal to rest here. Like you got to.
Unless Tal was playing possum, because he seems to be coming back a bit. But disengaging to run down the clock.
Asking for a rolling sub, yeah.
He's hand signaling what I'm talking about.
Yeah, rolling sub, please.
So if this does go to a tie, then you've got last man on the 40 Wristlockers, the captain Dylan. Again, you'll still have J-Money,
Dino Nizitic to get through.
And Dino, who's I think the heaviest guy on the division.
By a country mile.
Dino the Kid, Nietzsche. Not to be confused with the philosopher.
That one backfired a little bit on top.
Chris Stenkamp doing a great job taking advantage of the fact that Tal turned his back. Now Chris on top. Let's see what he can do. Now he's fresh. He's got that mount. So if you can hear it, the crowd aren't booing. They're shouting Zoo, which is Dylan's nickname.
Just to be clear. Just while we've got a moment, I've got a message popped up from Dino Bagatine looking to get in on some combat jiu-jitsu in the next event.
I'd love to see that.
Dino, if you're listening, you'll hear from us on Monday.
Apparently the team needs a whole weekend to recover.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Do. No one's allowed to talk to you for a week. This one's going to be a bit impossible. yeah, just while we're on that, obviously next week, 9 and 10 April, submission Kings, Queens and Kids at Walter Sisulu Hall. You can sign up at Smooth Comp. Tickets for spectators available at ticketpros.co.za.
You'll even be able to see me competing in that under 60 category.
See Guy Lazarus, the king of the under 60s.
Oh, don't say that.
I'd love to tell you what Christian Campus told us, but I'll keep it. It's getting a bit sensual on the mat there. And obviously Tal's tired and Chris knows that, going a bit neon belly, bit of extra pressure, causing a bit of chaos. I mean, besides obviously everything that's happened, these are two elite level grapplers.
Yeah.
Obviously Tal's a bit tired now, but
Two super good guys.
Bobby checking if Tal's still okay.
Is Chris just I can't see from this angle. Is he just using his wrist against the throat?
So I think what actually happened there, Bobby's given Tal a warning for stalling and is asking him to advance or prove a position, or not just accept the position.
Jamie jokingly tapping in the corner.
Okay, so that's officially the first warning for Tal Bugai for not attempting anything.
Jamie arguing with the ref in the corner.
Classic Jamie Gemmell versus Bobby.
That might be a super fight for you down the line.
Sign it up.
Family threats from Tal's family coming through if he loses.
Interesting, giving a warning when he's stuck in the bottom of Mount.
I'm not sure. Like, I understand Bobby's logic. He was trying to push the action, but at the same time,
I think
he's pretty
also
spent, and what can he do?
Sure, I think also on the top position, there's an onus on you to try and start attacking.
Bottom mount from the corner. Okay.
I'm not sure I understand what a bottom mount is, but
wouldn't that just be guard?
Yeah,
that would just be guard.
Tal finding a bit of breath, getting a takedown.
Great.
And back on the leg.
Tal. Oh! Chris looks fine. Seems like he's safe here. Doesn't seem too perturbed by the leg lock.
My meniscus is not even enjoying the side of that.
That's how I feel all the time.
And now we're back to where we were, mount position. One more warning from Bobby, and that's going to be a DQ for Tal, which is not going to go down too well.
It could cause a bit of anger.
Yeah.
Could cause a bit of...
Luckily, our official affairs, Mr. William Oberholzer, can go step in and handle it.
Yeah, Chris.
Working on
close, trying to get underneath that elbow.
Obviously, we know he's tired and accepting the position, but you are stuck in mount, so like there's not a heck of a lot you can do.
So it's interesting. In like Quintet rules, you're saying the onus is on the attacker, right?
Yes.
Because it's sub only. But when you go to like UAE or IBJJF, if you get to mount, you can just sit there.
Sure.
You do not have to do a thing.
That's exactly what you're trying to avoid in a submission only kind of setting. You don't want someone to find a position and just sit there. You know, the onus is to attack. We want to see attacking minded jiu-jitsu. So the onus is really on the guy attacking. Obviously, we don't want the guy on the bottom just like accepting the position and just letting it go.
Just trying to time it out. But
this is going to be a big one here for the Muney team if Tal Bugai can survive it and knock out both guys, and then Captain Dylan Carrera Miguel has got a lot on his hands. But Bobby's really giving it a lot of thought about that third and final warning. But I mean, 30 seconds to go. I think I'm hoping he just lets it go.
It'll be a controversial decision for sure.
It would be great if someone could tell him that he should just let it go for 20 seconds.
As I said, if they tie now, then they're both out. That leaves
Chris really trying to work that north-south choke in the dying seconds, yeah.
That'll leave Wristlockers with only the team captain Dylan. He starts to fight Dino the Kid and then J Money.
Big moment. Big moment.
Good work for Tal for surviving, for finding a way through it. Dino the Kid Nishi stepping up.
The Kid versus Dylan Carrera Miguel. Obviously a big weight difference here. Dylan has opted for the full 8 minutes.
Interesting decision.
Dino Nizitic in his classic Ruka shorts he's been wearing for a very long time. And Rashi.
I haven't seen Dino in action in a very long time.
Yeah.
Obviously he's been working in the gym, doing his thing. But that is not pressure I would like to feel.
No, he's a heavy
Dylan's got a pretty good chin strap, so he could potentially get out of there.
And just on Dylan Carrera Miguel, he's always excited by matchups. He's often messaged me and said, even if you want to do a freak fight between the small guy and the big guy, he's the guy.
He got his wish.
Keen on anything. Yeah. He definitely got his wish and he's got his hands full here. It would be great to see Dylan Carrera Miguel versus Jamie Gemmell too. As captains of these two teams, they got you by a fight of the night performance.
Into the Kimura. I want to see Dylan get up into power, get into the power line. He needs to get on top. Dylan needs to get on top here.
Yeah, there you go.
There we are. Not that he couldn't finish from there, but
look,
it's very
interesting. His corner telling him to get to the back, but it's a big back to get on, and a position that Jamie Gemmell would be very familiar with.
Big Al shooting shots at one of the competitors.
And thing is, his opponent's partner here has still obviously been struggling with a bit of a rib problem, so he winced a bit there. I'm guessing those ribs are feeling a bit sore.
Oh, slick move. Eminari roll to knee. Is that a knee bar? Looking for the heel hook.
Yeah, looking for the heel hook.
I mean, this is the smartest decision, is to get the leg lock.
Massive moment. And we're gonna get our wish.
Getting our rematch.
We're getting the rematch.
This was fight of the night last time,
correct.
Right?
So those got 90 seconds now to.
You touch. Sure. So at least for Dole, that was what, just over 3 minutes. This gets us a bit of a rest. Ooh, they're spraying him with some guys. Obviously, those ribs are definitely an issue for him.
Way to show the team that you're feeling a bit of pain. The rematch we've all been looking for. No pressure on Jamie Gemmell here.
We're getting that Hollywood finish though. That like the captain versus captain finish. In the last match. It's coming down all to this. If it's a draw, what happens? Overtime?
Yes. Overtime. Bobby not happy with the spray, rubbing him down.
Oh, maybe that was a tactic to buy some more time to rest? No.
The type of guy for those kind of tactics. Righty, the match we all wanted to see. Dylan Carrera Miguel versus Jamie Gemmell 2. The fight of the night from the last show. Dylan obviously fighting through the pain. Shout out to the leg, he wants to get this over with as fast as possible. I mean, they're called the Wristlockers.
Dylan quick, he's got that chin strap tight. Now going to the back. Jamie having some flashbacks to the last time they competed.
Some great jiu-jitsu by these two guys. Their styles are so well matched for exciting jiu-jitsu.
Exactly, and Jamie, doing a great job of negating that back take. And now,
one thing I will tell you about Jamie Gemmell, desperate to get a win, get into the win column. but that consummate competitor, always willing to put it on the line. Both of these guys are such great competitors.
Dylan.
Oi, oi. Just want to point out the name on the back of Dylan Career Miguel's shirt, Captain Quintet. Oh, deep heel hook there from Jamie Gemmell.
Jamie going for his own heel hook.
Bit of a.
Dylan's got his foot inside though, so he should be able to. Oh, it's lost the position now. I hope he isn't too tough for his own good, but
yeah,
there he are. It seems to have gotten out. Jamie doing a good job of going over the top, and now he's potentially locking up a guillotine and dash choke, but giving that up for the knee on belly side control. It's interesting that with a sore rib,
I think he's forgotten about the rib right now.
You know, he's playing that Muney role, which puts a lot of pressure on your rib cage.
Sure.
That upside down inverse game, I mean.
Is Dill working onto an armbar? Oh,
no, he was looking for the Kimura. Looking for the Kimura from Turtle.
Dill taking some big breaths there. Back onto the leg again.
Now Jamie attacking his own leg lock again. Oh, I don't want to watch this.
Out. A bit of oohs and ahs from the crowd there. Oh my. Again, another great performance by these two guys.
Oh, he's switching to the toe hold now. But he's not keeping control on that knee line. He's wincing from Jamie.
Almost a tap there from Jamie Gemmell.
Now Jamie trying to fight back with his own heel hook.
Oh. This is getting both guys heavy on the leg attacks right now.
This is a very intricate back and forth battle. Jamie with the toe hold. That looks pretty sick. It's possible that Dylan's just made out of elastic though.
Yeah, he's got very supple ankles, it appears.
Or he's just, tore his ACL a long time ago and he's
the Francis Ngannou, eh, boy?
Yeah. The main concern is like the control of the knee line whenever they go for those leg locks. One of them is always managing to put something in between them and not allow them to clamp and isolate that leg.
3 minutes 30. Running out of time now.
And this is important as well. Not getting too focused on one thing. You need to sometimes step back and go, you know what, I need to do something else and change the game up. Dylan seems quite focused on attacking the legs. And now Jamie's got this.
Again, just two
Dylan
great.
Good job of clearing the knee line. Sorry, carry on.
Just two great ambassadors for the sport, these guys. Always competing in the best manner of the sport.
Dylan tight on that anaconda. He needs to come to mount. Gets the tap!
I think his ribs are in a lot of pain.
Ooh, they're picking him up by the ribs. Great, amazing job by both guys, but incredible job by Dylan to get that, to find that anaconda choke. 2 minutes 47 left on the clock.
Mad respect.
Great sportsmanship by
Mad respect for Dylan Miguel, pulling that off with some heavily damaged ribs.
and pulling it back for the team.
What a great performance. I think his ribs are in a lot of pain.
That's going to hurt. And are we sending it up to see us?
Shortly, I think they're just going to arrange the teams. Yeah, well done. What a great performance by these guys. I could watch Jamie Gemmell versus Dylan Miguel every weekend.
Well, it's a good thing we know a guy who runs the promotion. He could manage that.
Another successful, exciting quintet. Very, very, very cool.
What? Oh, can you let us know what is in the future for Sub Kings? What potential events we're looking for?
So,
looking at.
Obviously, down the line, we are going to continue with the 8-man series. We've got lined up and planned. We just don't have exact dates yet for is middleweight and the featherweight, and let's throw it up to see us.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was absolutely awesome. Great to watch. Congratulations to the Treaded Trance Filthy Wristlockers and the captain, Dylan Carrera Miguel.